What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the RADcast. I'm Andrew DiMolanta. My friends call me Rogue Leader.
And I'm Nicki DiMolanta, and everybody calls me Dimmy.
It's been a while since we
It has been.
It's been what, 3 weeks? Sorry for the absence again. I feel like we always start out like that.
And
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, sorry for the absence, but like we've been it's very casual on this show.
Yeah.
It's the name of the game.
Yeah. I don't remember why.
Love that.
I don't remember why. It just happened.
It just happened.
And I'm not sorry.
Well, we had Friendsgiving this past weekend.
Yeah.
I had a couple of shoots a couple of weeks back with a frustrating Indy. Hey, you gonna be in here? You gotta calm down, dog.
He's so cute, though.
We took there used to be a gate right there at the door, but it was mainly to keep the daughter out. Now she's old enough and she understands you don't touch anything in this room.
Well, up until very recently, you couldn't even walk through this room because it was so messy. So, I did a purge of
sorts. Not a lot of stuff got thrown away, but things that like I forgot I had this, so I just threw it out.
This room, I mean, not so much right now. It's still not great. It's still not to my liking. But this room basically looked like an episode of Hoarders. Can't really walk through.
Yeah, I reorganized a couple things in the closet so I can, because like I needed an efficient way to grab things and put things back and for shoots and stuff. But yeah,
I try not to look in too many places in this room when I'm in here.
It looks clean right here.
Stresses me out, brother.
At some point, I am gonna implement a better system to put things away because there's like cosplay stuff in one corner. Camera stuff butted up against it. That corner is mainly the problem. It's that corner.
Sure. Okay. All right. Interesting take, but okay. I mean,
it is. It's mostly that corner.
Okay.
If it were up to you, everything would get thrown away. It's like, no,
throwing things away.
No,
oh, man.
We can't do that. There's a lot of stuff in here that one, I need. Two, I don't use it very often, but at some point I will need it. You know what I mean? A lot of videography stuff that like I bought for like one job, and I was like, I can use this again, and then it just never came around again. But I do see myself using them at some point. If that makes sense.
The hoarder mindset. I might need it. I when I get into one of my cleaning moods, I feel like I sometimes warn you, like, I'm cleaning. Move.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna come up to you and I'm gonna tell you, this is going somewhere. Either you're putting it away or you're throwing it away.
So, sometimes you just hold it up to me. I'm like, just toss it.
Yeah, I'll just find something and go, hey, and hold it up. Like, either throw it away or put it away. Like, I don't care.
Put it in my office.
Yeah. I love throwing things away.
Yeah.
Oh man, it is. So
it is
freeing.
getting to that point where we have to go through a couple of things, like daughter's clothes have to go through and purge a bit because she's growing out of a lot of stuff. Yeah. Imagine growing up.
Yeah, we do need to do that, especially with Christmas coming up. She's gonna be getting a lot of shit, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, no,
including clothes. Yeah. So
we'll never turn down clothes. Like I know, like growing up, some kids are like, "Oh, I don't want clothes for Christmas." I think our parents especially is like, oh, we get to the thing that she really she wants, and then there are things that like, hey, she needs new clothes. And
well, all kids don't care about needs; they're just entirely composed.
Thankfully, she's actually really like every time she's gotten something new clothing, she's like, oh,
yeah,
wow, it's so pretty.
Get excited about it.
So thankfully, she's excited about new clothes.
Yeah,
especially if it has like rainbows, unicorns, or planets. Those are the top three right now.
Certain Disney princesses. Even though she hasn't seen the fucking movies.
I tried to get her to watch Beauty and the Beast. Understandably, there are some parts that are like, oh, it's scary.
I don't remember much about that movie.
I continually forget how good that movie is.
All right.
It's such a good movie.
We tried to get her to watch The Little Mermaid because she likes Ariel, or she thinks she does, and we had to fast forward through 75% of the movie. She goes, that's scary. That's like anything with Ursula.
Yeah.
And the like eels that she has and whatever. She's like, this is scary. And like, if it gets too dark, she doesn't like dark.
Yeah. She's like, it's too dark. It's too scary. Same thing with Mulan. I try to get her to watch Mulan because, hey, Asian princess, technically.
And girl power.
Yeah. But then she's like, anytime the Huns show up, she's like, it's scary. It's like racist, but okay.
Only a little bit problematic, but
only a little bit.
And what is
we'll get through it, but
she got Belle, she got Ariel, she got Elsa.
She
loves Frozen, much to our dismay. Not our favorite.
It's not that I hate Frozen.
I don't hate it. I just don't lame.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're calling a spade, it's kind of like
we always like to compare the two, even though there's no real comparison.
I don't know why they get did they come out around the same time or something?
I think Moana came out the year after Frozen.
Hey, Schmodown fans, movie release day question. When did Frozen and Moana come out?
I think Moana came out a year or two after Frozen.
Let's consult the Google machine.
Yeah.
Frozen, 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Moana,
make way.
2016.
Really? It was 3 years after?
They were a little closer than that.
I mean, yeah, I thought they were closer. But I don't know. I have no idea why they get compared to each other all the time.
It is potatoes.
Yeah,
I was going to say potato. That's not the right thing. It's apples and oranges.
Apples and oranges. Like, they're I
don't understand.
Two totally different stories, two totally different cultures, two totally different messages.
Yeah.
But some reason they get pitted, especially in our group, they get pitted against each other a lot.
I'm not sure why. Maybe we're the only ones that do it. I don't know.
Maybe. But I prefer Moana to Frozen for many different reasons. Yeah. Not to say that Frozen isn't bad. It's just
Frozen's whatever. I mean, I don't think I could actually tell you what the message of Frozen. I'm sure I've watched it in its entirety at least once.
Is love will conquer all. That's basically that's
Frozen?
Like, yeah, because it's Elsa's love that sets her sister free from her curse that she put on her or something. Because then when she was younger, she blasted her with her ice powers and cursed her.
She cursed her sister
somehow. Don't quote me on this, but like she kept like she was like, her heart was like frozen, and the only thing that could break it is true love. And we thought it was the love of a man, but no, it's the love of a sister that broke it. So it's like, love between sisters, will conquer all, blah, 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 blah. I think the biggest reason I don't prefer it because they get duped by a man. I don't like that.
Yeah.
It's like both sisters get duped by a man. It's like, ugh, men.
Ugh, gross.
Have you heard the theory behind Moana?
That it's a better movie than Frozen.
Well, no, the whole
no, probably maybe, I don't know.
There's a theory out there that Moana is actually dead. She dies. You remember the storm that hurls her to
died in that storm,
and that she dies in the storm, and everything after that is just like a bit like purgatory or something like that. Because the grandma doesn't come to her until after the storm. She doesn't find Maui until after the storm, and everything like mystical doesn't happen until after the storm. Well, not mystical, but like everything that involves her journey doesn't happen until after the storm. And for real, like realistically, she should have died in that storm. But somehow she survives
because she didn't actually know how to do the wayfinding at that point, and she didn't know how to sail.
But within the story, it's like, well, the ocean helped her to find Maui. But there's this theory that she died in the storm.
But then she goes back to the island, and they're all happy to see her. Didn't that happen?
After she completes her mission, yeah.
What did that resurrect her? Sounds like you're.
I don't know. It was just loose theory. I was like, it's one of those like, I could see that, but it's like, then that's a dreary.
I mean,
movie.
If we're making that theory based on the realisticness of how she should or shouldn't have died in that storm, bro, don't watch Disney if you're looking for realism, because Beauty and the Beast, falling in love with a big fucking animal. There's more. Well, I mean, it's Frozen. She shoots snowflakes out of her hands. Like, if you're looking for realism, you're in the wrong place. Like, I don't know.
There are some crazy theories that like how all these Disney movies are connected with each other. Like Frozen, Tangled, and Little Mermaid are connected. Like
Frozen, Tangled, and Little Mermaid.
So because because I actually watched it and I looked for it because what's her name? Rapunzel and the guy that she falls in love with are actually seen going into the village when we first opens up and they open the village back up.
What movie?
Frozen, when they open the gates back up and like they invite all these people from around like the world, and like Rapunzel and her husband or whatever are actually seen walking in the thing. And there's a theory that the sunken ship that Ariel discovers at the beginning of The Little Mermaid is the ship that Elsa and Anna's parents died on and sunk to the bottom of the ocean. There's that theory that how all these are connected. I'm like, that's fun.
It's fun, but I think people try to put too much meaning on everything.
They're trying
all the time.
They're trying to make Disney,
like, just enjoy the movie, bro.
They're trying to make the Disney movies the MCU. It's like,
yeah, the multiverse thing.
Not
the MCU really fucked up everything everything's got to be connected in some way, shape, or form. And
the MCU's not doing that great right now either.
Well, that's a whole nother discussion for a whole nother time.
That's like
also I can't really talk to it if I haven't seen like half of the movies.
The last Marvel movie I saw in theaters was No Way Home.
I think for me it might have been Endgame.
Yeah, I'm so behind on everything Marvel, but from what I can tell, everybody's kind of over the super. Not like it's like they're not that the superhero genre is like everybody's over it. I think they're overseeing a Marvel movie. 3 Marvel movies every single year. It's like
it is a bit of overload.
Yeah, it's like overload. Like cut back on it. It's a huge reason why Star Wars is cutting back on movies and cutting back on projects because they're afraid that Star Wars fatigue is going to happen. Not in my case, but
I don't know. I feel like Marvel they too much.
They tried way too much, and they're trying too many things at once. Is the problem in my opinion? Because it's also, like, how am I supposed to keep up with all this?
I feel like with the Avengers, like everybody followed all the stories of all the different Avengers in the Avengers, and that was a fun build up to lead to the Infinity War, and then finally Endgame and whatever. And then as soon as that was over, it's like, oh, what do we do now?
Yeah, it felt like a nice end to a.
Not that the MCU should have just stopped and they'd stop making movies, but I feel like now they're doing like side quests because it's
which
like,
makes sense. This is what
the
it's
Avengers
probably what
are like. I mean, I'm sure that they're not like the only gold standard to the MCU, but it kind of almost felt like they were from a casual point of view.
Yeah.
And when they wrapped up that storyline, it's like, okay.
And also I think they're trying to like introduce like, because Moon Knight came out. It's like, who the hell is Moon Knight?
Yeah.
And then also like, She-Hulk was a fun show, but it's like, there's no, it was also like, how does it connect to.
Kind of polarizing.
Yeah, it's like, they're trying all these off like B-list heroes. And like in the first like couple phases before Infinity War and Endgame, it worked. It was working, but now it's not working so much, and I don't know exactly why. It's like because like Shang-Chi came out, amazing. I love Shang-Chi. We haven't seen or heard from him since.
Yeah,
and it's like that's a hero you need to push because the movie did really well.
I enjoyed that. I saw that one.
Yeah. And two, it connected to they connected it to the universe in a way that's like, yeah, I can see him showing up in future projects and stuff. There's things like Moon Knight. I haven't seen the show, but from what I'm hearing, it's like, how does he fit into the story?
I mean, not everything necessarily has to fit into the central story. But
well, the way they've been setting up their properties in the past, that's what everybody expects it has to connect to a larger story. And I think that's part of the problem. From what I'm hearing, it's like, yeah, none of this stuff makes sense how it connects to everything. Yeah,
it's an oversaturation.
Yeah, but also like to your point, the multiverse thing is just like, oh,
it's tiring. It's fucking tiring.
Everybody has to have a multiverse now.
And the fact that there are 800 different Spider-Man and Hulk movies, like how the fuck do you keep track? Like there's been 10 different Spider-Man actors and fucking 12 different Hulk actors. Like I don't understand.
There's only been 3
Hulks?
3 Hulks.
I don't believe that. I feel like there's more.
No, there's the Ang Lee one. That was terrible.
And what does that mean to me? Who's that?
I can't remember what
Ed Norton.
No, Ed Norton was the one when they rebooted it, the soft reboot. And then
that one guy that I don't like because he looks like somebody we don't like.
That was very descriptive. You know, the guy with the face that we don't like because he looks at the other guy with the face.
I think that there was a guy that played the Hulk, and I don't like him because he looks like somebody.
It's probably from the Ang Lee one.
From our past that we are not fond of.
Oh, yeah.
And I was going to say a name, but I don't think that name is the right person. I was just throwing shit at the wall to see if it sticks.
I think it's Eric Bana.
Yes.
Yeah, Eric Bana.
That's the one.
Yeah, that was the first
yeah, his
Hulk
face
movie.
Annoys me.
Yeah, that was the Ang Lee one.
No offense to him, all the offense to the guy we don't like.
I don't think you ever saw the Ang Lee Hulk, but like it was like 80% of the movie, Hulk is nowhere to be found. He doesn't turn into Hulk till the last like 45 minutes or 20 minutes of the film. And it's like, lame. What? And then there's this whole, I don't know. It wasn't, I remember it not being very good.
Mark Ruffalo.
Yes. Then Ed Norton was in the soft reboot and then they recasted him for Mark Ruffalo.
So dumb.
Yeah. So there's only been 3 Hulk actors. Spider-Man, however, if you include
Tobey Maguire,
Andrew Garfield.
Don't say him. Don't say his name because I'm gonna get there. Tom Holland.
So there's only been, but if you also count the Spider-Verse movies, there's more. Which
Miles Morales. Don't know who played him though. Gwen Stefani. Spider-Gwen.
Yeah.
Is she considered a Spider-Man?
Spider-Woman, a spider person.
Okay.
That's what they call them.
And then there's all the different spider people in Spider-Verse who are all equally as Spider-Man as Peter Parker.
Yes.
Is that safe to say?
Yeah. And then you have this Madam Web trailer dropped yesterday.
Madam Web, yeah. It sounds like a mature, older woman spider person.
It's another thing that's connected to like the Spider-Verse.
Is that an older, mature lady Spider-Man?
Yes. Yeah, she like sees the future and stuff like that.
Oh my god, there is just too much. There is too fucking much. Oh my god.
The only thing I know the only reason I know who Madam Spider is from the old animated Spider-Man series in the 90s that I watched. That's the only reason I'm aware of.
MILF Spider-Man, apparently.
She's old.
Gilf. I mean, there's a market for everything.
Yeah, and then there's the Venom movies because they're trying to connect the Sony universe with the MCU, and it's like that's confusing. Like because that loose deal that Sony has with Disney,
it's all confusing.
Or Marvel.
I've said it
I just want another Star Wars movie, please. Jesus Christ, canceling them all left and right, and
all I know is when I sit down to watch a movie, which is often. I'm there for one fucking reason, and it's to be entertained, and all this shit being all connected, and you have to watch this movie to understand that movie, blah blah. I just want to sit there and have a good time.
Yeah,
I don't want to use my brain too much. I just want to see it and go, wow, colors.
So you wouldn't want to watch a movie to be questioned on it later. And deep dived and asked about background characters and their history and their species, right?
Hey man, that was a fluke. 2020 and the surrounding years was a fever dream as far as I'm concerned. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I participated in the Schmodown. I don't know why I abused myself like that.
Shut up, stupid! Yeah.
Yeah, that was directed at me.
Yeah.
Don't know why I did that. That was horrible.
I think we had the conversation before. If you could do it again, would you?
No. I would do it in a different capacity. I'd be a question writer. Or I'd be on the desk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like competing was a complete mistake in your eyes.
Competing was like...
it was fun.
5% fun, 95% why do I hate myself like this?
I think when it came down to it, winning is fun. Losing is so terrible.
Saying words and having them be right was like, wow, I'm like, oh my God,
I'm a genius. I'm so good at this.
Wow.
Losing 2 times in a row was terrible.
Yeah. That wasn't great. It wasn't great at all. God. And there's just some things that still trigger me so hard.
I know.
And I can't let them go. And every time I think about them, I get so mad.
I'm glad we did it.
I'm glad we did it.
There's a lot of great things. There's a lot of great things that came out of being a part of the Schmodown.
It definitely, I wasn't in my comfort zone. That's very much true.
Yeah.
I definitely was not in my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Ever. And I know there were people that were like I saw somebody comment on one of my first matches, like the first or second match or whatever. And they were like, I remember how Nicki used to downplay herself on Beyond the Schmodown. And like, I'm starting to think that was a ruse or something. I'm like, my brother in Christ. No, I wouldn't do every single match. Like, I just hope I get a question right. I hope I don't make myself look like an absolute idiot in front of all these people. Because these are people going to watch these a lot. So, no, not an act. Went into every match assuming I would lose. So,
Yeah, we were watching early, like, our Easy Peasy videos. And, like, there's sometimes when we joke about Star Wars and you get, like, an obvious question. Like, completely wrong. Like, you called Chewbacca, like, you called a Chewbacca tease. I'm like, no. Baby girl, no.
And I got a very well-known quote wrong.
I got the death sentence on
13 sisters.
Like, it's 12. Mickey. How are you married to me?
I knew jack shit about Star Wars. Holy shit. God, I wish we would have done that thing that we always said we would do and we never did it. The whole thing, because...
Oh, the reunion or...
No.
Oh, your
like
recap.
how I was going to do like...
The
Because a fun thing that you like to ask me to do sometimes is like take a movie that I haven't seen, but I'm aware of, and like have me give like a 60-second synopsis of a rundown of how the movie plays out. And
or even a movie that you've seen.
Oh, that too. That very much also counts, because usually they just go right out the other side. But yeah, we always joked about like, we should go through all the Star Wars movies and have me try to, not even movie by movie, just try to have the general theme of what happens in the original trilogy, like in order, like a chronological order kind of thing.
Could you do that now? You've seen
I can do it now.
You've seen them enough.
I've seen the movies.
At this point.
A staggeringly embarrassing number of times.
I'm surprised you haven't finished Ahsoka yet. Like you haven't seen the last 3 episodes.
That wasn't intentional. That just fucking happened.
Yeah. I really enjoyed Ahsoka.
I really wish
for multiple reasons,
we would have done that thing before the Schmodown. I wish we would have done that thing where I give a breakdown, a summary of Star Wars.
No.
Because imagine having that and then going back and watching that now. God damn it. That was a big fat opportunity we missed. I don't know why I agreed to that.
Because Christian's a smooth talker.
Yeah, he really fucked me on that one. That was,
hey,
I really got bamboozled.
You did very well. You only lost 2 matches.
Yeah, well.
Can't say that about most people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But those 2 matches, I'm like, I look back.
I constantly have like fantasies, like dreams, and like, oh man, if only this would have happened, that would have been great. Like, oh man.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started about one of your matches. Don't do it.
I know.
You know what we should talk about?
What?
Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, because it's next week.
And also because I'm gonna rage if I think about that match too much.
I would like to rage, please.
There's a couple instant triggers for me in life, and that match is one of them. So, you know.
I think I know which one you're talking about. The ship one? A certain ship, that mispronunciation one? Or
no.
Or
no, that was bullshit. The Tidarium thing was absolute bullshit. Everything about that was bullshit. And I don't take back a single word that I've ever said about that match. I mean,
stupid.
I mean, every single word I ever said about that match. Did I get in trouble for some of the words I said? Yeah. I don't take any of them back, though. So
we both did.
You can go fuck yourself. Because I don't care.
We both did.
I meant every single word. No, I'm talking about your match with I can't talk about that match.
Oh, boy. Yeah, let's...
Bleep it out if you have to. But I can't think about that match without getting... I want to flip everything in sight when I think about that fucking match. Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so Thanksgiving comes next. We had Friendsgiving this past Sunday.
Yes,
which went really well. Because I know you were nervous about the turkeys. We haven't cooked a turkey.
Let's talk about my turkey saga.
Yeah, your turkey turned out really well because the last time we cooked turkey was before we were in this house.
It's been a couple years since I've made one.
Yeah, the last time you cooked a turkey was for Thanksgiving when both of our parents came to our last house.
I made one for a past Friendsgiving at our friend's house.
Did you?
Yes, I thought I did because I left my meat thermometer at the vegetarian's house.
Correct. That's the whole reason we did it, because the friend was a vegetarian and they didn't have the right stuff. And so you cooked a turkey twice before, which both times turned out really well.
Not twice in my whole life. I've done it more than that. I think. But No, so we had it on Sunday, a Sunday.
Oh yeah.
And we usually do our food shopping every Friday. And so I was like, do I get a turkey on Friday or what? And I'm thinking about it. I'm like, no, I'd rather get one like
the day before.
I mean, it's only one day, difference, but I'd rather get one like fresh, So I was thinking, let me wait until Saturday and I'll get it Saturday. Let me tell you what I learned.
This is a journey,
and I love how, okay. Anyways, I went to our local grocery store, which is a large chain with a green letter P. And I went there and I went to where they keep all their turkeys. And I'm like, oh, fuck. They're all frozen. And I was talking to my mom earlier that day and I was like, this is what I'm thinking of doing. Blah, 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 blah. I'm telling her all my, plans and whatever. And she's like, bitch, you should go to the store because if it's frozen, you're going to need to do stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. So So we hung up and I'm like, she's probably right. Let me go to the store. And so I go to the store and I'm like, oh shit, I only see frozen turkeys. Mm-hmm. So I'm walking around. I'm like, maybe they're fucking hiding fresh ones that are not frozen somewhere else. And so I go, I'm like, you know what? Let me just not walk around like an idiot. So I walk over to one of the meat guys and I'm like, hey, brother, do you have any not frozen birds anywhere that I should know about? And he's like, no, it is the second week of November. No. And he goes, we won't start having out unfrozen turkeys out until maybe the week before Thanksgiving.
Like now.
Like now. And so I went, great. Thank you for your help. And so I called my mom in a panic and I'm like, they only have frozen turkeys. What do I do? And so she called up the Publix, whatever, who cares? Like they're fucking sponsoring us. She calls up her local Publix and all they had that was not frozen was like the breast.
Nice.
But I'm like, I can't do that. I got to make a whole ass turkey. I can't just be like, here, guys.
Which thankfully you did because...
Which we didn't really have that much. We had less left over than I thought we would. But like, I went, no, I need a whole one. And so then I go to call another store and they don't even fucking answer the phone, apparently. I called the number that I found online. They're like, our number's unlisted. And so that keeps our prices down for our customers and blah, blah, blah. And have a good day. And then they just disconnected me. I'm like, bitch, it's not, I called you. So it must not be unlisted, but whatever. And so then I called another store and they're like, no, we only have frozen. I went, well, fuck. I'm not running all over town. I went, there's got to be a way. I'm not the first moron to do this. There's got to be a way. So yeah, I Googled it and I'm like, how do I defrost a turkey real fast? And there's a way. And so, cause like, apparently you have to defrost it like 24 hours for every 5 pounds. You think I got that kind of fucking time? I'm an idiot. So I looked it up and it was like one of the ways you can do it. And I didn't even have to look it up because the directions were on the turkey itself. But whatever. I learned a lot this year. And so the thing one of the things you're supposed to do is that if you have a really large pot or bucket or whatever, you are supposed to put the turkey in cold water. Seems counterintuitive, but I guess it's not really.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to submerge it in cold water. And then every 30 minutes, you're supposed to change the water. And I got a 15-pound turkey. And for the weight range that fell in, I think it said you had to put it in cold water for 6 to 8 hours.
Oh no, God. This is at like fucking 3 p.m.
Yeah. Yes, because I think I started at 3.
Yeah.
On the dot.
Yeah.
And so I did. That's what I fucking did
all day long.
All day until about 10 or 11 at night.
Yeah.
And at that point, I had a couple drinks in me. It was a Friday night. No, gaming. It was Saturday night because it was on Sunday. Saturday night, I'm like, hold on, guys. I got to go fucking drain my turkey.
Flip it over.
And so every 30 minutes on the dot, religiously, I was over there changing my turkey water. But it worked. It worked out. It actually worked. It actually defrosted it. And nobody called me to say that I hospitalized them from food poisoning. So I must have done it safely. And yeah. So the next day, Sunday morning, bright and early, had that piece of shit in the oven at 8 o'clock. I hope it turned out okay. I hope nobody's lying to me.
No, everybody said it turned out really well. It was
I mean, they're
wasn't
my friends.
Dry.
They might be lying to me to make me feel good. But hopefully it was okay.
But then we had to carve it. I'm like, I don't know how to do that. Looked up a video really quick, like, that looks easy. And of course, the video.
Like, hey, Gordon Ramsay, how the fuck do I do this?
Of course, the video makes it look like, oh yeah, you just do this, do that. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me just do that.
Okay, first of all,
why isn't this coming off?
Knives that could cut through fucking steel. Like our knives, not great. We probably need to buy new ones.
I do like looking back because I went back and watched the video again with it was Babish that did it. And it's like, oh, that's what I did wrong.
Shout out to Binging with Babish.
Yeah. So like I think next time, because I think we agreed like, yeah, we're gonna be the Friendsgiving house.
I think that might be
our
thing now. Yeah.
Because there's some people used to do Halloween. They don't do that anymore.
Hello? What happened? Did we hide too much shit in your house? I'm sorry. I thought this was America. I'm just trying to have fun. I'm just trying to vibe.
And
on
then
Halloween.
Then yeah, Christmas Eve is another person.
We love you though. We miss your Halloween parties. It was always a good.
It's okay. He does D&D now.
Good for him.
I think kills your mothers in game. It's okay.
No problem. But you keep coming back for more.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think that'll be our thing.
I think that'd be a fun
one
thing.
of our things.
And then, you go to another person's house every year to hike a trail. Have a weekend of drinks and fun.
Oh, that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was a hard turn. Okay.
Well, that will be a yearly thing. So every year we all get together.
Well, there's a lot of things we do every year.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of things we do every year. It's going to be fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sure.
Yeah, but then we end up in the backyard hitting a beach ball to each other, and one of our friends just cracks their head into the side of our house.
I missed that.
Crap. You didn't see that?
No.
So
I would have been concerned if I'd seen that.
I heard a gigantic thud against her. Like thankfully she's okay. I think I should text her later. Like, hey, I just want to check in on you.
Still coherent?
So like EMT dropout Andrew went into survival mode. Like, let me check your head and see if you're concussed. She ended up being fine, but she hit her head hard against the house. Like, she went to go get the ball and
she
stumbled.
Backwards?
She stumbled, just fall into the grass. She kept trying to catch herself, and then bam, right into the house.
Huh, no, I definitely did not see that.
Thankfully, it wasn't against the window. That would have been
bad for everybody.
Bad for everybody.
In many ways.
Yes.
Yes.
But I kept my eye on her, make sure she was, doing well. And she had a nasty, she's going to have a nasty bump and bruise. Yeah. She hit her head pretty hard.
I would have been all over her if I had seen that happen.
Yeah,
I did not see that happen.
I heard it sounded like her head hit like a wooden table, but nope, that's like concrete on the side of the house.
We're outside trying to toss a beach ball.
Yeah,
around, play keepy uppy with a beach ball. Were you trying to get to a certain number?
We were trying to get to 20. We never made it past 15.
We're just a bunch of people.
Just a bunch of
adults.
Our 30s. Just 30-year-old ladies.
I was too busy pushing children on swings.
Yeah.
So I missed that, even though I was facing it all.
Yeah, no, that was a journey.
And then you guys kept hitting the ball over the fence.
It's like, guys, light taps. Light volleyball taps.
Well,
somebody didn't get the memo because they kept hitting it on the roof. It's like, guys.
The same person?
Same person.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Same person.
Okay.
Kept hitting it on the roof. I'm like, you go get it this time.
Hey,
thankfully we don't have any awkward angles on our roofs. It's a plain roof. We ended up going off the side of the house. You go get it this time.
You can't blame people.
Yeah.
Some people had some ginger beer
to
celebrate, our Lord and Savior on Thanksgiving.
This is America.
It was a good time. It was a really good time.
Yeah.
And I'm glad because usually before we have people over for any kind of function, if we're having people over and food is involved, is really what I'm trying to say. I usually go way overboard and I have too much.
We had to wrangle. I had no, stop it.
You wrangled me. Oh, you're popular. You wrangled me pretty good. Because usually I'm like, should I buy this? And then I buy it. Oh, but I probably need this, and then I get it. And, but what if somebody wants this? And then I get it.
You ask people to bring things like a potluck style because that's what you do it for Friendsgiving. Yeah. And they're like, should I buy a pie? It's like, no, people are bringing stuff.
But the guy who was bringing pie was going to be late. So I was like, what if people want pie before he gets there? Maybe I should get a supplemental pie. And I'm like, but nobody's really bringing appetizers. Maybe I should get appetizers. And then, maybe people will want extra drinks. Maybe I should get extra drinks. And usually I just go way overboard and get way too much. And then I'm pissed afterward because I'm like, damn it, why did I get all this shit? But I did a really good job this time. Mm-hmm. And
you only bought a pie.
I only bought one pie, and we sent people home with
two other pies.
Two completely untouched pies went home with people. They were like, do you mind if we take this? I'm like, yes, fucking take it.
Get it out of my house.
If you don't take it, it's going in my fucking mouth, and I don't want that. So yes, you take it. And one of our friends left us here with his goddamn cinnamon rolls. Get those out of my fucking face.
How many of those do we have left?
3. I was thinking of putting them in the freezer just in case.
We're going to get stupid and fat next week anyways. You might as well eat them and then run some extra miles on the treadmill, which I have been doing consistently.
I'm proud of you.
I hate myself for it, but I'm very, very proud of myself.
I'm proud of you because you've gotten to a point where if you don't do it, you feel bad.
Yeah, because like I've tried to get into an exercise routine in the past, and it's just like, oh, I get sick, or like, I'm gonna just pass on the day, and then it's just
that's Andrew's vicious cycle of working out. Is he'll do it for one day, and then the next day he's like, I'm sorry,
just don't pick up the
and
weights
then he
the
just
next day.
never fucking does it again. So, this is good. Because you don't really, I mean, you can get sore from running or whatever, but
I can, yeah.
I mean, come on. Mm-hmm. But like, when you do the strength stuff, you could probably get sore more easily.
Yeah, I've been really good and consistent about it. And I have gotten to the point if I don't run, it's like, oh, damn it, I really need to do it.
I know.
Yeah.
That's me today. Like, I made the decision that I'm not going to do it today, and I'm already like, I'm a piece of shit. But I'll make up for it. It's fine. Yeah. I've been running every day. One day's not going to kill me,
I think also, like, I've been posting, like, to, like, close friends on stories, because, like, nobody cares that I'm running, but, accountability
for yourself.
Posts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those help, too.
Good. I wonder if it would be I wonder if there are people that are on social media, because a lot of people do accountability things with, exercise or whatever. What if you had, like, a service on social media that somebody could pay you to motivate them, and they monitor your social media, and if they don't see a regularly scheduled update on a certain day because you missed it, they harass the shit out of you and make you feel bad until you
shame you.
Yeah,
I'm sure
they shame you for not doing
it. But I know like Garmin, because I have a Garmin that I use it to keep track of stuff too. I think you can attach it to like, there's like a social aspect to it where you can continually post and it'll remind you like, hey, you haven't done this yet.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there are apps that have like community, like forums and stuff, like I think MyFitnessPal and stuff like that. They have like forums where you can go in and post. People are like, good job, you really did it. So yeah.
Yeah, I think all the fitness apps have something like that where you can connect it. Because I know because I'm doing C2 5K. I'm dreading tomorrow's run because it's a long one. I think they have something like that. The Garmin definitely has something like that. But yeah, let's start that app.
The workout shame app.
Yeah, like monitor your social media.
You tell me what days you plan to work out, and if you miss a day, I'm gonna fucking light you up, dog.
Who the fuck are you?
Give me your phone number and your socials.
Get the fuck off your fat ass.
I'm gonna make you hate yourself until you exercise.
Fat shame you so you get on the treadmill.
No, we don't do that in 2023. Anyways, tell me about what are your staples that must absolutely be on the Thanksgiving table?
Mashed potatoes, obviously the turkey.
I mean, traditional.
Mashed potatoes. We had this conversation before. Mashed potatoes is the must. Stuffing is a must.
I probably asked you this last year on Thanksgiving, so it'd be fun to see if you said something different.
No, but yeah, stuffing, mashed potatoes. I think those are the two that if they're not there, then it's like, what? Gravy, obviously.
Hell yeah.
I think those are the two musts. Some kind of pie for dessert.
Favorite pie?
Apple. Dutch apple. I think that's the one with the crumblies on top.
I think so.
Yeah. And then
give me apple pie. Hold on the apples.
We've had this before. You have to have the chunks of apple. Otherwise, what are you doing?
No, because
you might as well just have a fucking one of those like bars.
Tasty cakes. Well, no, because one of our friends made applesauce for Friendsgiving, and I'm like, why can't they put this in an apple pie?
Because then it's
why do I have to have wiggly jiggly pieces of apple in my pie? That's yucky.
Shut up, stupid.
Me? Probably, yeah. But also, why can't we? I don't want jiggly big ass pieces of apple. If I eat apple pie, I'm sliding those out.
You did have a bite of pumpkin pie. You're like,
not bad. Well, because I think the first apple pie I had was in Pennsylvania when our friends got it from that apple orchard or some kind of like local market. Yeah. Something very rustic.
Yeah, they used their own apples to make it. Yeah.
Well, it was a pumpkin pie, but yes. Well, and they had apple pie and pumpkin pie. I think they had another one. I forget what it was.
No, but they bought the apple and the pumpkin. Yeah.
But the pumpkin pie, I was like, I would have thought that I would have hated this, but I'm like, I'm down. No problem.
It's good.
Pecan.
I'm not a fan.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, but
can't have too much of it though.
But yeah, for Thanksgiving, it's either apple or pumpkin. It wouldn't be upset with either for dessert. But yeah, so turkey stuffing, mashed potatoes. I think the cranberry stuff. I think I like having that.
No.
Maybe some kind of green bean thing on the side.
I didn't think you were that keen on those.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not there, I'm fine. But
sweet potatoes, yeah or nay? Yams.
Yams. That's another thing that I
Are sweet potatoes and yams the same?
I think so. Yeah, I know you use sweet potatoes to make them.
I love seeing no context
memes in chat. Yeah.
Hey Google. She not gonna listen to me? This little bitch. Are sweet potatoes and yams the same thing?
According to Eating Well, a yam is a tuber. A sweet potato is a root. Yams tend to be more cylindrical and have scaly.
So no.
All
right, I'm the asshole.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We're just the Brad Pitt yams.
Yams. It's so good. Got your turkey eating pants on?
Oof.
Yeah, no, there's going to be sweet potatoes, I'm pretty sure. Because a couple of my parents' friends are coming and they're bringing that.
I'm probably going to bring my own fixings for Sammy's because that is a Andrew DiMolta family tradition. Is you get your stuff, your face
football and Sammy's.
Football and Sammy's. You gotta you set yourself silly with the dinner. 2 hours later, you make sandwiches.
Who's playing? Who's in the big game?
It's usually the Cowboys. Don't they
suck?
They're actually good this year.
Oh, shocker.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about football.
But I wouldn't doubt in true Cowboys fashion. Makes it to the playoffs, maybe win once and then go...
Shits the bed.
And shit the bed in the divisional round.
Idiots. Wait, I want to know.
What?
Why is it always the Cowboys? Why are they synonymous with Thanksgiving?
It's the Thanksgiving tradition. They're America's team. Even though they haven't been America's team since the 80s.
Okay, no. How could... I mean, I know that not many people... I mean, I know that they're a polarizing team, but how are the Patriots not America's team?
Yeah, no. Like, they coined themselves, but like, you know, in the 80s, it was the Cowboys. And then it was like...
There's 3 games on?
Yeah.
Wait. November 23rd. That's Thanksgiving.
Right now, America's team is the fucking Chiefs.
Okay, so like 12:30, 4:30, 8:20. What is like the game? What's like the main event?
Like dinner.
The 8:21?
Yeah, that's like the game.
Niners and Seahawks.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good one.
Commanders and Cowboys.
Oh, that's gonna be a blowout.
Packers, Lions.
You know, every year I have a team since the Bucks have been sucking. Every year, and it's minus the years we won the Super Bowl.
Thank you, Tom Brady, for some of those. One of those.
Okay. We only won 2.
Oh.
One of them was because of Tom Brady.
Sorry.
But usually the Bucks suck, and I end up cheering for like another team, you know, just because my team sucks. A couple of years ago it was the Bills, but then they shit the bed, and the Bills are sucking this year. Man. God damn it.
Billners.
But this year it's the Lions. New look Lions.
The Lions just is a joke team to me.
They have been. They've been them and the Browns basically have been a joke of the NFL for the past decade.
Lions, Browns, Chiefs.
Come on, Chiefs have gone to the AFC Championship for the past 5 years.
Browns, Chiefs,
Texans are looking good this year.
That sounds like a made up team.
No, Texans are looking good this year.
Browns, Chiefs. What was the other one? Lions,
Chiefs,
and the Dolphins. They're all jokes.
The Dolphins have been looking good for the past couple of years.
All right,
but yeah,
I know they just seem like teams that were like big in 93 and never came back. That's just how I see those.
Dan Marino, legendary quarterback, Dolphins QB. Yeah, pretty good back then.
They haven't been big since like Ace Ventura.
The only team to ever go undefeated ever.
Really?
Yeah, 76 Dolphins.
Patriots didn't go undefeated with all their,
They got close one year, and then the Giants beat them in the Super Bowl. Best Super Bowl ever.
I do remember that night. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, no, the Dolphins have been the only team to ever go undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, it was like 17-0. And season now, it's like this season now, if you go undefeated, it's like 22-0. 22? But yeah.
Wow. Good for them.
Mm-hmm.
Good for Dan Marino.
Dan Marino was not the quarterback then.
Well, he was on the team at one point. So by proxy. Good for him.
But yeah, football, food, and family is what Thanksgiving is about.
Leftovers. Love not cooking. I love leftovers.
I'm going to go.
Andrew, not so much.
It depends on the leftovers.
Mm-hmm.
It depends.
Mm-hmm. I love leftovers because it means that I don't have to do anything.
I think I'm going to go be a fancy bitch with my sandwiches this year. I'm going to go to Publix, get a nice big loaf of bread.
Ciabatta?
I don't know. Probably white.
Okay.
Be boring.
Okay.
Probably slice my own slices.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to go fancy this year for my sandwiches.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so just we're upgrading our bread.
Yeah, upgrading the bread. Maybe get some nice lettuce. I don't know.
Maybe get some nice lettuce.
Some nice lettuce, you know what I'm saying?
Some big juicy tomatoes.
Big juicy tomatoes.
My God, that's what it sounded like. Oh my God.
Do you want some of my sandwiches? Because I make some good turkey sandwiches.
It depends on how full I am.
You got to make room. You got to run around and slap yourself in the thighs a couple times.
Yeah, maybe I'll like exercise that morning.
Yeah, I'm most definitely going to have to exercise that morning.
I'm probably going to go to
Build
my
up.
mom's house early to help her make shit.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know. And to watch the parade.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing that you guys do.
Yeah.
That we sometimes watch the parades. Not really.
My mom always watched the parade because her favorite part is seeing Santa come out at the end. So it's a tradition every year that she watches the Thanksgiving Day parade. And as a young lass in my early teens, I always slept through most of it. But now that I'm an adult that doesn't do that anymore, I'm actually awake for all of it. So that's cool. I can't believe that we used to sleep in that much when we were... And when your parents like, oh, wow, look who finally joined us. It's like, ugh. But now that I'm older and I actually wake up at a reasonable morning hour, I'm like, wow, you're right. I really did waste the whole day away.
If I sleep past like 9:30 now, it's kind of like,
I'm like, where did my fucking day go?
Yeah, my day's gone.
Yes.
My day is gone.
That's how I know that we're adults.
Yeah.
Household appliances excite me.
Oh
and
maybe we should look in. I want to get a new refrigerator. Just because
Black Friday's coming up, man.
We'll see. We'll see.
Do you want one of those ones with like a touch screen? Because I don't.
No.
That's just one more thing to fucking break.
No.
And malfunction. I just want a functional ice machine.
Yes.
That's what I want.
That's what I want.
I have a big ass bag of ice in my freezer right now, but it would be really cool if my fridge made it itself. I want what your mom has, the big ball ice that that it makes on its own. Damn.
Yeah.
That's how you know you really made it.
We said it 1,000 times on the show. Do not get Samsung refrigerators. Stick to TVs and tablets and phones. Stick to these electronics.
Yeah.
Not appliances, because it's terrible.
Unless you want your ice machine to freeze the fuck over every other week.
God. I wish we would have known that.
Chisel it out.
We got it because it was cheap.
It's almost like we did it to ourselves.
Yeah. It was on sale. Now we know why it was on sale.
Interesting.
Yeah. Interesting.
Lesson learned.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
What you get, what you pay for?
Weird. I just want an ice machine.
Yeah.
Because I like a lot of ice in my drinks. So,
yeah.
You know. Do you want to get the doors?
Yes, I do like the
Oh, but with the two
doors,
but with the freezer on the bottom still.
That I prefer.
Okay. I respect that. Wait, that's what we have.
Yeah,
but you just want a new one.
I want a new one.
Okay.
You don't remember the first refrigerator we had in this house.
You had to show me a picture for me to be like,
Single
that was
door.
here? And it was like white?
It was white. It had the ice machine on the bottom, which worked. The reason we got rid of it because we wanted a water dispenser. Thankfully, the water dispenser works. Ice machine doesn't.
Gotta get your hydration on, brother. Yeah, no, I didn't remember that refrigerator at all.
No, it wasn't terrible. It's just we had to use a Brita filter for everything, which I was not a fan of. Yeah,
fuck that.
Yeah, refilling the water.
What am I in college? No thanks.
No thanks. So I think we'll go ahead and end here. A longer episode today, but been gone for a couple of weeks. Yeah. So. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I don't think we'll be...
If you celebrate it.
If you celebrate it. If you don't, I
day.
don't think we'll have an episode next week just because of Thanksgiving.
Well, I mean, we'll see.
We'll see what happens. But if we don't, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope everybody has football, fun and family and food in the bellies.
And friends.
And friends, if you celebrate with friends. But so with that, Nicki DiMolanta, where can they find you online sometimes?
I can't even remember the last time I posted anything.
Yeah.
I fucking hate social media for the most part. But sometimes on Twitter, you can find me at Dimmy, DIMMMYYY.
That's for me on TikTok and Instagram at Rogueleaderdrew. If you're listening to us on audio form, please follow the feed and rate us.
And if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, and click the bell icon lower right hand corner so we do things on the YouTube.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of the RADcast. We'll see you guys next time.